Well, I'm Yosla, so today I'm gonna bring you Cerebral. So this is a short psychological horror game, and it has multiple endings. So let's see how it is. Okay, so newborn, easy difficulty, subject balance difficulty with modest cash for players who want both story and challenge. And this is who just wants the story. I gotta see subject how it is. I want to play in balance, of course. I don't want to play in easy. But if I see that it's hard, I'll change. I don't know if in there was to have sound or not. Mental health, 89%. Because I don't hear sound. Can't do that yet. Fact 1, only 0.1% know they can move the using WSD. Yes. It's interesting because there isn't so. Do you know you can interact with vouchers using left click? Who was Lucas? What is Lucas? Because you don't hear sounds. I'll increase here the audio to see. Okay, now you can. So 88% there wasn't. The only way to escape is by pressing S to pause the game. Won't budge. So 88% there is no sound. Damn. You didn't know there isn't a factory free, or did you? No. Who was Lucas? Chips? Can I open? No. What the hell? The sky. So you can see down the bed. There's a cup Sophie. Be very careful every time that damn red thing puts you through is a trap to break your mind. I've hidden all the answers you need in the choice and around this room. Look closely and choose wisely. If you outsmart him, maybe you can save us both. So, Samara. What the hell is this? You don't have a flashlight. There's something in here that's like one shoe. Please take out the light. It's locked. Good evening, Sophie. Glad to see you are quite alive. Don't you like this place anymore? We are Sophie. You threw exit this great answer to my question. You already know that. Are you ready for cycle 1? Who do you think you really are? I must choose. Think inside the box. Think inside the box. Is this the box? No, box. This will be a box, but you can't interact. There is a book, Cerebral. There is a lot of books. What we have in here? All to choose, but how I know this? Because I see near things, but I don't know. There is photos. Can I interact with these photos? Maybe it's this photo that we need to see. But everyone is alike, right? There is nothing different. Let me see this one. No, it's not the correct one. 54%. Need to pay attention more in there. All doors must be unlocked. There's something behind. Sacrifice. How should I open this? It's broken. There's blood. Perception of what? Honesty. I'm not lying. Lock it again. Endurance. I can't open. And it says exit and we are back to our room. You were never strong enough, admit it. I read for cycled shoe. There is now a computer in here. Are you sure you want to delete Cerebral? No. Who wants to play Cerebral size 0? Is it really fun? World best sister. Interesting. Because it's the same room, right? There is nothing different. Because clues are all around the room. Answer the right call. Unknown. Ah, we need to do this, okay. I must choose. Okay, now it appears another. Wait, how I know this number? It was here numbers. No, not in here. In here. Oh yeah. So what is the number? I'm not good at remember numbers. 8137. 8137. It's daddy. It's not daddy. So maybe I don't want. No, it's not correct one. Damn. Because all clues are in here. It's broken. How should I open this? The sacrifice, it's you sacrificing, right? There must be something that I'm missing. You fail just like you did before. I read for cycle 3. What will you use to end your life? Holy shit! Because in here you see that it's Samara, right? Those red letters. But so maybe it was. Let me see only one thing in here. There is someone called Samara. There is Mara, right? Could be that. Maybe it was. No, but I think that number didn't appear. But how I know this? What will you use to end your life? There must be a clue. I don't see. In here it's hard to see what it appears because I can't see because there is no light. Because I don't understand what. So in here shows bullets, right? In here there is nothing. These pencils and this. So bullet. Is it correct one? Yes! I did it correct. I did the correct one. It opened a door. Don't hesitate, this is our only chance. It's already too late for me, Sophie. I got the correct one. Ah, this is what we see in the beginning. What? No. Kill Sophie, but I need to kill? Because only it appears to kill. Do I need? Because you can't move. Can I wait? What the? Whoa, whoa. What the? What the hell? Why was she controlling us? Is it because our mental health is 19? What are you looking at? Move. Huh. Okay, so I did wrong in there. I needed to kill her. Right, I need like kill her. She's coming and we need to shoot her, of course, is what I'm saying. So if you get every question correct, is like the perfect, right? So we need to do this, because then you see her attacking us. Because I thought in here we needed to move, but then I pay attention to this. Oh my god! Fuck! She's always like, it's all about the sound that we need to hear. It's hard to know where she's coming from. Because one thing is in here, if you add another button to press, like not to kill Sophie, but the only one is left mouse button there is. So because of our mental health. But how I fire? Haha. What? Was it enough? What the hell is happening? Okay. What the hell? This is because of mental problem, the mental health. Only one problem to deal with. Oh, nice to meet you. You can call me Red. Are you ready for cycle 5? Open the door when you're the right knock. When is the right knock? How I know that? Was that correct? How I know? Nope. Welcome back, Samara. So, oh, okay. Damn. How we know the right knock? It's not easy to know, because that on that dresser you see something, but because it's so dark in there, it's hard to see what it's there, because there is numbers. Because you can see there is numbers, but how I know what is the right knock? $54. Cycle 5. How I know what's the right knock? Because this for the phone. This isn't. Think inside of the box. He showed bullets, that was the gun. Are you kidding me? Okay, that's cool. Who was Lucas? Who was Lucas? It has to be around here saying when is the knock. Who was Lucas? And here shows Cerebral. Because we see near these 1, 2, 4, and there is, I think it's a 3 and a 6. But the problem is that you can't see because we don't have a flashlight. And here we see Sophie, but there is no how many knocks there is, and there isn't. How I know? Because don't. Nope. How I know in terms of knock? Because the objective is to open this. How I know in terms of knock? I see you have met Lucas, he's been here for as long as I can remember. I read for Cycle 6. Which mask protects your sins? What the? Which mask? A smiley one? A sad one? On the... So, this is smiley, this is sad, this like angry, right? He's smiling. What is this image? Which... what the hell? A box in sky. Because in there we see smiling star like... There must have clues that I'm not seeing very well. Intuition. Because only says don't ask and who was Lucas. Maybe this one? There is... Whew. Because it was him. What the hell is that in front of me? No door opens? Oh, it's broken. So didn't open any door. Still question your identity, Sophie or Samara? It doesn't matter. Are you ready for Cycle 7? Only one memory will remain, which will be a shoe, a ring, All the medicine. Okay. In here is for the phone. Can't be more. Because we see that in there. But that's... dates? No, can't be dates. What's that? This was Lucas. This... is this pens? I think it is. Can't be that. We see something in here, but I don't understand what it is. That is that guy. I think this is for the knocks. World best sister. This is the bullet that was for that. Because we see this person here, like, is this us? This will be like the husband. I think it's the pills. I go for the pills. Nope. So it has to be the thing. It's hard. Like, but like there's certain things that I still don't understand how I can decipher. Because like it says, all the clues, all the answers are in this room. I understand that, but how I can understand for certain questions. Like the bullets, I saw the bullets, I was like, okay, it has to be a gun, and it was correct. But then the others I don't understand. Like the face, okay, I saw that guy and I was like, okay, let me go for that. Okay, it starts on cycles 5. When you hear the right knock. But I think the knock, it's about this. But I don't know. Oh, okay, it's when he's... Okay, nothing opens. Okay, this is the smiley one. Cycle 6. Okay, this we know already. That is the smiley one. Because he's smiling. Okay. Only one memory will remain. Which will be? So this means that's marriage, but he's decapitated, right? Because you see the blood. But it's not the medicine. Because I don't understand where is the clue for that. Wait, this show us blood. No! God, I thought it would be blood because of this. I thought it would be because of I think I see decapitation, that guy. What? It's locked. I can't go back again? Oh, it opened this one. Okay, okay. Hello, sir. Nice drownings. But what I do in here? Because I can't interact with him. Oh, it's the cables? Oh my god! It's an order. What it means without the head. Because in there you can see that, but is it green? Blue? No, maybe purple? No, red? I don't know if I'm doing correct. That's it. Now maybe blue? I did it correct. There's something special about this mirror. Press F to conceal, reveal or conceal. Ah, okay. A mirror want to look beautiful, you can't even see yourself. So this is gonna be to help for something. 100% sure, but what it's gonna be? I ran for cycle 9. Don't look back, but tell me who's standing behind you. I don't know who the fuck is that. He's not a guy, right? Oh, okay. It has to be a girl. I think doesn't seem like that. Because it has like yeah, it has to be her. No, what? How? How it wasn't that? I thought it was because I don't know how you say in English, like on the air when you do you can put like divided. I don't know how you say a middle line, like the girls' rules. I don't know how you say, but it seemed like. Ah, now we have a mirror. Huh. Okay. Don't look back. So it has to be a girl, right? This is a girl, right? So it has to be her. Okay. Damn. Okay, that I was like, oh, there is a code in there. No. So, the mirror was for that. You think winning matters? Think again. Cycle 10. The door key is under Sophie's bed. Oh my god, what is Sophie's bed? Can I see with this? Nah. I think the mirror was only for that. How I know? What is Sophie's bed? How I can know that? is bad, because that showed that I had the gun. There we go. There's a key! I thought I went from the bullets, so I went through that. It was like that I wanted. And it was correct, huh? Well thinking by me. I'm proud of me. I'm proud. Okay. Please don't mind Lucas. He just has a little crush on you. What the fuck, dude? I ran for cycle 11. Which photo do you choose to keep? Okay, so it has to be things that are not correct, right? It has to be, so let's see. So in there, the poster is wrong. Whoa! Wait, this appears dead. This doesn't appear. But says 22%. Why is 22%? But that poster doesn't have that. Lucas! What is the correct one? Because this shoe, they appear this. This one doesn't appear. So it has to be this one. There we go. Bye, Lucas. Perception. Dead. Putting that helmet, and with that helmet, but it's a different person. The fuck is that? Can't interact with that. Choose the right way that we need. It has to be through here, maybe? No! Ah! So it has to be in the order of the colors, right? Of that we see in the beginning. I think it has to be. Can't win this side, can you? Try harder. Lucas? I think it needs to be that the colors of this that you need to follow. So I think it is. But the issue is, what is the order? Doesn't show right now. Because we see blue, right? Red and blue. But the problem is, we see putting the helmet with helmet and that. So it has to be something around that. Run! Because we see this red. Maybe it's through here? No. Damn it. I'm not understanding very well this, like what is correct or correct ways to go, right? Because it's about perception. Because I see this, I clearly see this, but I don't understand what the meaning. I think one thing cool that this game is that it's all about how you interpret everything. So the other time I went right, so because it's the eyes, maybe? So because he's showing through here? Yes! It was through the eyes. So if I met Mara, don't worry, you two will get along quite fine. That was Mara? Whoa. Hello? I read for cycle 14. Enter the correct password. Hey Lucas. What is Lucas? Let me see only how many we can put. So, what is Lucas? It's not. Maybe who is Lucas? You can't hold on. Let go like you always do. Cycle 14. Which person in the thoughts do you trust? Oh. Okay, this not. I can rotate, right? I can zoom, but I don't see nothing. So this is all about the photos. Let me only see this one. Nothing. And okay, who you trust? Lucas? Get out! Get out! So this photo is, and this photo is. So who you trust? It's not on the photos, so this is the problem. Is certain ones you can't decipher because they are a little bit cryptic. Because I don't understand why. So maybe this one, maybe it's in line. This one? I think it's that. I think it's this one. Like, there is ones that you understand because you see it and you understand what it is. The others you don't because you are like, where is the clue, right, to find? I think that's the issue. I can understand, like, you can play in easy and you'll see, but at the same time you won't have the challenge. I can understand why they put balance and say to have the challenge and to see the story. Because the easy you'll see the story, right? It's not okay. Not only the story. I think you'll have this, but won't be that challenge. Maybe you wouldn't lose a lot of mental health. Enter the correct password. This is the one that I'm not understanding. Because who was Lucas? Who was Lucas? Can I put interrogation point? Can put. I don't understand that. Because what is the password? Because this one is photos, but how I know who I trust? So maybe it's like I say that this one. No. So why it's the other? Because it's in first place? Is it? Is it the order of people that the photos are the order of people that she trusts? Can they be that meaning? But the password, I don't know what it can be. Because the password, hey Lucas. what can mean that password. Because I see that maybe the multiple endings, it's all about your mental health, the mental health that you have. I think it's all about that, the endings. Enter the correct password. Because in here we don't have, and I don't. That is something that's not for now. 100% sure. We see in here who was Lucas, but then we have this. What is Lucas? Maybe the password is Lucas only, because it's everyone as Lucas as reds. Because you see, in here it's not only reds. That's true. That's true. That is not only red because everything is in red. So in here we already know what it is. So it will be in order. So it will be this one because this is in first. Because in there is in first. But I think the multiple endings, it's all about your mental health, how you are. You got it right. Careful, next one won't be so... What the? Are you ready for cycle 15? Can you leave without opening the door? Through the window? No, this only closes. Can you... what? Can you leave without opening the door? Is it they saying to exit? Is it? Without opening the door. Are they saying exit the game? Because I was thinking that maybe through the window, right? Because you can open. But it's not. Wait, we can choose. Can you exit? No, I think they won't say to exit the game, right? I don't believe in that. I thought it could be like turn off the light. Ah, it's not through there. There is some word in here. What? Head ghosts. Head ghost. Oh. Aha! I see a door. There we go! Yes! Take that shit! And I see the password. Holy shit. Wait, don't pick up that. Can't hold it. Oh shit. Too damn dark. Okay, so we need to go for that dude. Right, where is it? Whoa, whoa. Like that. There must be something that I need to do because I need to pick it up. Why you can do this? There must be light in here. So there is something that I need to do. Heads. But why red? The screen is what it was. Because if I switch this, let me see, it shows still red. Ah, the paintings, okay. Let me see only. It has to be like this. The share needs to be to that side. Still can't. There is something I'm missing. What it is? This is correct. The thing. The painting, it's hard because there must be something that distinguish. Let me see one thing. Rotate, rotate, rotate. No. Damn, how it is? Because I need to put... Because we need to put how it shows in the mirror. The share has to be like that. Or maybe it's to the other side because... don't forget we are... Oh, the thing. There we go. Fucking. There we go. This all that and the share too, because I forget that we are seeing the mirror. When we are seeing mirror, we need to put on the opposite. What the hell you think you are doing? Get rid of that artifact now. Are you ready for cycle 17? Past, present, or future? There must be something now that you need to use this. Because if we pick up this, it's for something. For what? Because... Wow, we can see this. So we see 1, 2, 4, 3, 5. What is the meaning of this? This dead. And this, okay. Past, present, or future. Nothing. I don't see nothing. These are the bullets. Past, present or future. Turn off the lights. I don't see nothing. You see, certain questions is what I think it starts. We don't have the mirror anymore, okay. Because this is the cube, right, that shows in there. Past, present or future. How I know that? How I know that? Because the computer doesn't show nothing. And here is always this, okay. You see, how I know that? Past, present or future? Present? I think? No. How I know? How I know that? I don't see anything. Because now we need to use the cube. Huh? How I can see that clue in there? Because the cube is for something that you need to use. Maybe I need to put the cube on a place and it will light the photos? Maybe. Because the mirror, you understand what it was. And it was cool, the mirror. This cube is that I'm not understand. Like, because it says think inside the box or inside box. Or was outside the box. Think inside the box. Get ready. But how I... Because it's only to look at here. I can't put anywhere. Can I put in here? No. It's only to look here. That's why I say, like... How are you think inside the box, how I interact with the box. Yeah, but it's the box, but how I open it. Right, because there is nothing to put, right, the cube. Because it says to guard. But why would say to guard this? If there is no clue. Because if I could put the box and I could open it, but doesn't seem I can. Think inside. Maybe he's saying it's future? Maybe he's using with this, you can see. Or maybe he's talking about the future? No. How I know this? No failure, no life you can't save. I ran for cycle 18. Which is the right path? Because we know, like, right path. We know it's when there is the lights. And it's when there is this. What the hell? What the hell is I'm doing? Because the cube should be for something, the cube, but I don't understand for what. This is the problem. Am I walking because the cube is shaking like hell, but... That's the issue, like sometimes you don't understand the answers. What is correct at one? I think that's the problem, like you don't understand how to do it, what is correct one, because you are like, how it works, because we have the cube, but the cube is for something, like the mirror. Like this, I don't understand what I'm doing, but I see the cube now shaking like hell. Like, I don't even know if this bugged or not. Because you are walking, but you are like stuck, because you see only the cube shaking. No, because you only see shaking it, nothing else. I think you are not walking. Because it's dark. Because if this was like to give light, I will understand, but you don't see nothing. Because you understand that you failed, right? That you chose the wrong path. But I don't understand what is happening, because I only see the hand shaking it. I don't know if it bugged or not. Right, it seems that it's a bug. It's shaking like crazy, the box. Because you are not walking. You are stopped, like. I think it is bugged. Right, it is not normal to be. Because like you are not moving, you only seeing these. It's what I think, like, I think it bugged there, because you are not moving, you see only that shaking more and more and more. Because get rid of that effect now. Because think inside the box, but you can't do nothing with the box, you can only do this. Because this should be giving light, but I don't see answers. Like with the mirror you could see. With this you don't see nothing. The problem is that now I know what is the answer, that is this one. Because the more you miss, then you understand. What the hell? As time an idiot like you doesn't need lights. I ran for cycle 18, which is the right path. See how I know what's the right path, because it's not that I try it. But I don't see like nothing pointing. Because these are only drawers that show this. That I know. This Because you can't. Because it's like our bed. That's why I say, like, there is nothing showing. Because all doors are like, right? Yeah, so maybe this one. Oh. Yeah, this one, the other time bugged out. But how I know the correct path in there? Oh no, Lucas! Don't blame me, you did this to him in cold blood. I ran for cycle 19. I was smart to turn on the light. On. Okay, this not work. So turn off this, maybe. This were, yeah, but I still don't understand what is this for. I thought it could be have a connection, right? That will be good to see. But see how I know that. It's only the bullets. That's why I said, like, shouldn't be the bug this showing something, but it like doesn't work for nothing. This. That's why I say, like, what is the purpose of the cube? Because in there says think inside of the box, right? Not right. It's like we have this, but I don't understand what is the purpose. Because the mirror, you understood, because it say don't look back, right? And it was something, and you understand. Okay, I need to pay attention to that and know what is the photo. But this one, I don't understand. Because we are walking with the cube, but I don't understand the purpose. I don't understand the purpose of the cube. Because it has to be this. Get rid of artifacts. What the? What the hell happened now? Now it was different this. So now we know what is it has to be this. So it changed? It changed? It's not always the same? Yeah, it doesn't show nothing. If I was like, he said get rid of the artifact. But doesn't show nothing for me to understand. Like, that's why I say certain ones you don't understand what is the correct one. Because you don't have a clue. Because I think it's using the cube, but I don't know how to use because there is no explanation of what to do. Because the only things that you can interact is, I think it's only F and left mouse button. I think there is no other button to do. The options doesn't show controls, right? I don't think so. Because I'm not understanding what is the purpose of the cube. Because if the cube is to give only light, you wouldn't say this. That's why I'm saying I'm not understanding. What's the purpose of the cube? Because I understand gives you light, but can't be only that. So it has to be this one because I heard something in here. What? It was this one now. Why? I don't understand why it changed it. But how I can decipher that this one? Because I don't think this is for this. Huh? It's not. How I can decipher this? There is no way for me to decide. How you use the cube? Like the mirror, you'll say like there was one thing immediate like don't look back. What is the correct photo? And you'll see through your back, and you'll see okay there is something. But the cube I'm not understand because it doesn't. It only says get rid of the artifact. But how I get rid of the artifact? I think the artifact is to help because you have a poster. You have a poster saying think inside the box. But I don't think there is any button that works. No, because you can't see the buttons. Because if you do this, you see that gives light. Yeah. Because I understand gives light, but can't be only for that. Because you could see. Huh? No, because he hides. Because the clues are in the room, but there is no clue that helps. Because it doesn't show nothing. The cube. You see, you don't see nothing. There is no clue anywhere. Huh? This, the light. That's why I say there is no clue anywhere. That's why I think in this, because it's this. But how I do? Because there is nothing in here. Like, there is no clues for the player to understand what's correct or wrong. They can trick you like saying, oh, it's wrong because it was that, but then you choose that, oh, now it's that. They can do that for you, and you don't know. Because you don't see nothing different from one to another. You don't see nothing. Why? Why? What is correct one? The cube doesn't tell for nothing. Because even in there, what you see, you don't see nothing that it says. Because red in there. This doesn't help nothing too. That's why I'm not understanding why we have this. It's one thing that I'm not understanding. That's a cable, but where is that cable then? Doesn't have a cable. That's why I'm saying, because this I think it's not for this puzzle. That's why I'm saying, like, how a player knows this? Because you can never budge. There is no clues. Like, are they saying this is the clue? But what clue? You can't crouch, you can't do nothing. What is the meaning of this clue? Because, like I say, the clue is always on the room. Okay, but where? Because, like it says in here, that's all answers you need a choice are around this room. Look close and choose wisely. But where? Understand? Where is the clue for what is to correct? Because there is nothing showing to you. Right, the ends, nothing. That's nothing. That's nothing. There is nothing saying one or the first or second or third. That's why I'm saying it should be the cube, right? That should help you like the thing. But the problem is like it's always rotating, you don't see nothing. Like, huh? The cube is useless for the player. The mirror was 10 times better. The cube, I don't understand what it's for. It's only for giving light, but that's ridiculous. Like, you don't need the light of the cube for nothing. That's why I'm saying, like, I think when they take out the mirror, basically it's all around the cube, but you like there is no explanation on the game how to use the cube. I think it's that is missing something like explanation of the cube. Because it was like this, past, present or future. Where was that? Like, how the player know past, present or future? Right? How? The clues are around this. How? Where? This is why I not understand. Because we have this and this in here. Right? What is this? This is a clue for the player. I don't know. This is a clue? No. This is not a clue. This is not a clue. This was a clue. Bullets. You understand? Like, there is nothing saying what was the past. See how the player could see this. Right? How we know it's the past. That's why I'm saying, like, they say the clues are on the room, but there is nothing for you. Because he's only to give you light. Because what is the clue in here for the player? Right? They say the clues are around the room. One thing was with the mirror. You'll see and you could see things. But in here, there is nothing for you. Because one thing is saying the like that. There is nothing saying. That's why I'm saying, like, is the cube like glitched that is not working for what should be? Or was only to give you light, nothing else? Because I don't see any clue. I don't see any clue that points what is the correct one. Because this was this, but nothing else. That's why I'm saying, like, what is the correct one? I can choose correctly, but the game say no, it's wrong. It's always wrong. Why it's that? Why? What was the why it's that? Because when you choose that and it has the same things, it's not. That's why I'm saying, like, there is no clue in there. That's why I'm saying it's all about the cube. It has to be the cube. But I'm not understanding how to use it. Because I don't see anything. I'm not seeing anything. What is the clue? Sorry, but... Why this? I chose this. It's only turn on, turn on, turn on. What? What? Why you couldn't choose the first one? I think or the game glitched out with the cube, or they forgot. The developer forgot to say how it works the cube. Because the mirror, you barely pick the mirror, and the first cycle that you have is like, don't look back. Choose the photo, the correct photo, and you understand. I have to use the mirror, and I see. But when you have the quiz, like, get rid of the cube, the artifact, right? How I get rid? The only thing I can get rid is pressing F, but doesn't have clues anywhere. That's what I'm saying. Like, there is nothing explained. Get rid of that artifact now. Why? I can't throw it. That's why I'm saying, like, the mirror, you know immediately what to do. Because even the cycle is to use immediately the mirror. And in here there is nothing. Because like, so it is this? Nope, why? So why is now this? This issue, there is nothing with the cube to point. One thing is, like, if the cube should shake, like, is this, and the cube will shake it, and you are like, okay, it's correct. If you won't shake, it was wrong, but doesn't shake. How I know this? What? Like, 100% sure it has to be bugged. 100% sure. Because the thing says there is clues around the room to help you to choose wisely. Okay, that's easy to understand. But then, you could see immediately without items, it was already hard to know certain ones because you don't understand what is the answer. But then we have the mirror. Okay, there was some mistakes here and there, that was by my part, that didn't pay attention with the mirror in our bedroom. But now, with this you don't understand. Because you understand, okay, gives you light, okay. But what more? Why I need the light? Because the light should give you showing something extra. It's only because can it be because playing in low that maybe can miss certain things? Because if not, I don't understand the meaning of this cube, this critical cube. Because if I take out, it doesn't show me anything. I only see these. See? Because one thing is like, take out the cube and you'll see like an arrow, right? And you're like, okay, it's that. But you don't see anything. That's the issue. Because the cube doesn't show anything. One thing is like, will shake, right? Doesn't shake. Doesn't shake. Doesn't shake. Right? It's like normal. Can I do this? No. So, will him appear? I don't know even I am now. No, it doesn't appear. That's why I'm saying, what is the meaning of this cube? Only for giving you light? But so, if let's imagine it's only giving you light. How I know what's the correct door? There is no answers in here. What is this? A brain with this. These two photos. This one. Thing inside the box. In here there is nothing. There is nothing. These only pencils. This is this. This was the other. You can't open. You see photos on here. Why? But why? Nope. You know what I'm saying? It's like the player doesn't know because there is no answer. Like there is no clue pointing to what it is. Because should be the cube. Because the cube like that is useless. Knows I do nothing. Now the computer is only to make a joke. Like you can try this and say, and then they say, "Are you kidding me?" Nothing else. So like it's only like. Now the printer was the thing to explain you that there is all the answers you need in the choice are around the room. But where are they? Because like the mirror you'll reflect like. So is that code in there? Maybe? 1, 2, and then go for the other. I think it's the last one that says 3, 4, 5. Or can it be that? And then is the last that has a 3. And then the middle. No, but I think I think it's not because it's so maybe it has to be the code. Because it's same thing. Because it's same thing as that knock, that you will not understand what was the mean, how you know that was the right knock, right? Because you'll hear, right, someone knocking, right? And you need to choose when it was the correct one. And it's like, how you know that knock if there is nothing else you can hear that? I think certain ones doesn't make sense, like this one. To this door? These only two shoes. That is two shoes only. Because you need, because like he said, all the answers are around the room, but where? It's like the same thing as the knock that passed. I don't see anything. So maybe it's like one shoe. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But that code is since the beginning. I didn't use because I couldn't see. Don't get near her if she sees you. Hide and close the door, Samara. So we need to hide in here. You can't run because in this game you can't run. Like you don't see nothing. There's another one that I can hide that put like this immediately. Okay. Eesh. So many ways. Always left, like I say. Let her pass. Give some distance. Because you can't run in the game, so... A is not the correct one. I'm following the pipe, this pipe. Because this is not a pipe, this is like for electricity. Shh, let her pass. Cause she goes to until a part. Cause now she gonna rotate, right? Now she comes back. Yeah, she's coming. There you go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So she only walks in here. How I can pass in here? How I can pass? Because you can't run in the game. It's like I said, the game is good, but like there's some certain questions that you are like, how a player knows that? What? Because I thought she was with her back already, I could open and try to see where to go. Damn. I can see some players try only in easy to see the story, right? Because certain players like to see the story, like me, but I like to have a challenge. Like I say, I like to have a challenge too, because one thing is easy, like you'll have the help for the clues maybe, but at the same time, it's like the clues, like they explain, are not like easy to understand. I think they need to, how I could say, make it more like understandable to how it works, like even the cube, how it works. Right, how the cube works. They should like explain. Oh, it's only like say this cube only gives you light. Dudes, what the fuck? Right, like the cube only gives you light, and the player will say, okay, it's only light. The mirror, it can give you more, can see other things that you can't see. Right, like that. That's why I say. See how I can pass through here. Let me see only. She goes in immediately. Does she turn? Yeah, she turns immediately, so it has to be when she goes there. Huh? How? There's a chance we can't run. One thing is you could run, but you can't. How? How? Because she only walks in there, nothing else. Dude, always when I'm coming here, that's coming. Because this is the only one that has something like pointing that is to here, nothing else. So how are they saying to player to pass through there? No, you can't go forward when I exit this. There's a wall. Oof. Nice escape. Like, I will like now. Okay, what now? Touch the mirror. Oh shit, there was something behind us. Quando seja official nobody, it uses nobody inside the valve body. I ran for cycle 21. What is consciousness? Cerebral? Intuition? And one light soul? Or the divine scars? It has to be Cerebral, right? It's the name of the game. No! Ah, come on. It's not. Damn it. I was thinking like the developer, it's the name of our game. Ah, damn it. Come on. It would be cool if it was. What is consciousness? So we know it's not Cerebral, we have to look. Because I already saw games that do that and then they put the name of the game in there and it's the what you need to choose, but it wasn't in this case. What is consciousness? Okay, so we know it's not Cerebral. So we have intuition, one light soul, and the divine scars. So it's the books that were there. what is conscience? When the last crimson light does fade for centuries. Don't ask, don't ask. And this says don't ask, don't ask. What is consciousness? Intuition or one light soul? Because Cerebral, you see that has this thing right behind, right? And this has two, but there is two that have don't ask, don't ask. That is about Lucas. Does something shine? No. We can zoom. Does it appear something? No. Does it appear something like that? What is consciousness? Intuition? Serial trans relay, aka Adbox, a compact node device designed to copy, store, and transfer full consciousness from one individual to another. It routes memories, personal paths, and instinctive response through stabilized brainwave mapping. Marketed as a medical breakthrough, it was banned after repeated incidents of merged personality and unstable memory fusion. Ah, okay. Unknown artifact, the Exafract. So this is the Exafract. A small box-shaped fragment recovered during deep subterranean excavation. Its size 6 shift independently, sometimes rotate without any visible hinge or power source. Seemingly ignoring no physical laws. Rumor claims that this artifact is connected to the Headbox, that is that project. Its inner structure cannot be scanned, and all attempts to replicate it fail, leading many to believe it predates human technology entirely. Okay, this maybe is where it was where they did everything, right? You don't have to leave. She trapped me here for 13 fucking years. Every second was painful. Which secrets will you expose? Glory, it's out of news. You can't waste resource anymore. It never wakes up. Shut it down. Or identify constant signals within the CTR channel. The anomaly does not appear to originate from any external source. Simon verify all relays. There are no active emitters within our private networks. Exafract malls are operated within our parameters. Something is present in the system that we not account for. Get here as soon as possible. Brainwave feedback just went silent. We can't pull her out. Shutting it down is not an option, you know it. We cannot let the 2026 disaster happen again. And for God's sake, turn your phone. Who the fuck orders Sophie to go down there? This is your damn responsibility, Dr. Miller. If something happens to her, this is on you. I wish this were a hack. Goddamn, this was far worse. It feels like we locked down the facility with our hands. If Professor Lecter is right, we are dealing with a radical entity domain scenario. But how is that even possible? If you can't find a way to shut it down, we are all dead. Who authorized this? Get here now. Cerebral termination authorization. Which secrets will you expose? Which secrets? But see, where is the clue to that? Oh, I understand, can be about reading, right? That you need to read to understand what is the clue. What is a secret, right? But for me, everything will be a secret. To originate from an extra, so some as relays. There are no device emitters with our private networks. Exafract malls are operated with normal parameters. Sophie is present in the system that we not account for. No, it's not this one. Damn it, it's not that one. I thought it could be because they found something that they weren't expecting. Let's meet in person if we pass this last test. Area for final circle. Who do you think you really are? Huh. Okay. So pay attention to his face. His nose is large. But every photo is equal, right? Can it be this one? No! How? I think we need to see him and see the photos. Because he's like, we know his face is red, can't be blue or white. But what is the difference in there? Or if it's a trick, maybe his face is not red too. But the secret is what I'm not understanding, how we can discover the right secret to publish. Okay, we know this one, that is the intuition. I was always going for the intuition, but I was like, there is cerebral, I was like, come on. It was banned after repeated incidents. Can be these, the exofracts that they are hiding, but I don't think they talk about that in there, in the secrets. She trapped me. She, because we are talking about where it is. Sophie. I wish these were a hack. It wasn't. Because I tried this one and it wasn't. Maybe this, the draft? No. Because I'm not understanding what they want in there. Like, I understand the secret, but how I know what is the secret to publish? Let's meet in person. Who do you think you really are? Who you really are? Because we see this, but I don't see anything. I thought I could see something in there if I was doing this. Like, could be seeing a face in there, but it isn't. Because Because I tried this, it's not seeing the face, so it will be this one. No, it's not red face too. How I know that? How I know it's the face? Because it's not red. And then we have the blue. Fucking mosquito. We have blue face and white face. What can it be? So they are saying that we are in that place continuing this research, right? Because in the end, like when you lose, you see that. So they are still testing this, right? In here was easy, that was intuition. I want to try Cerebral to see if it was right, because it was banned, but there is nothing talking about that box in here to talking about extract, but doesn't have nothing talking about that too. Because that is to understand more about what happened. She trapped me for 30 fucking years. Because I tried this one, it isn't. And I tried this one. Who the fuck are Sophie to go down there? These are there. Maybe it's these. To Dr. Sam. Because these doesn't have nobody. From Sophie. But I already sent this. And it was wrong. He never wakes up, shut it down. Maybe this, he never wakes up, shut it down. Okay. So, what can it be more? Maybe this, this 2006? Nope. So, the first one is correct, but then what is the other? Who do you think you really are? But we have this face. I tried both red and nothing is. Cause see, both things are equal. Because I saw this, I thought it can be this. So, but nothing appears. Nothing appears. I even tried to do this. Nothing. Can be the clock that shows that can be blue too. White, because shows white, right? Yeah, the problem I have to show face. That's the issue. I don't understand what can it be in terms of face. Because could be about the book. Problem is the book doesn't help a lot. Because could be getting closer to, because there was one that you need to get closer to see something appearing. Yeah, but nothing happens. Let's try this. I don't understand. Because, like, again, it's like those that you don't understand where is the clue. Because you have tons of possibilities and it's like, what is the clue for the player? Because, where is it? Because, like they say, the clues are around the room. Okay, we understand that. But the issue is, where? Because I see the face of him and I see it's red. But I tried both reds and doesn't work. Because he doesn't say what is my face, he says your, right, our character. But where is a mirror to see? Because I can't. One thing is but the problem is the mirror show our true face, not these ones that appeared. That's the issue. Because you can't select the mirror. Right? No, you can't. Because the mirror ends and then it's the cube. I think this one is gonna, these shoe ones, it's gonna be hard. Because you need to know. I tried this one, right? Maybe this? There we go. Because the others I've tried, so it was easy. Because now it's endurance. It's the last one. Who do you think you really are? No, but you can't interact because we see this face, nothing else. In here we don't see nothing, because that was only... These ones, the beds were for the gun. The gun, no, the key. Jesus Christ, the gun. See, because if you add a mirror to see him, but the mirror doesn't exist anymore. But the mirror will show us our face. This is why I say, like, certain ones don't help for nothing. Because how I know this clue? Because in here there is no face in here. Because we only have these. See? And these pencils. No, because these lookers will appear for a mask. We had masks. And we needed to select this, the other. You understand? What is the purpose? So it's blues. But how I know that? Until no extraction, if vax equals proceed to fire aggressive gas. What the? What? What the hell? Okay. That's weird. Oh, now we start with 19%, okay, because we already did that test. Oh well, can't see what is the real face in there. Our true face, because the game has autosave at a certain point. But what is the objective? Until neural extraction. We have 1 minute, we need to escape. We can't fire. How are we gonna escape? Like, one thing is if... Yeah, survive, but how? Because comes a lot of heads. One thing if you could throw objects. Because you can't pick up these. Come on, time, be faster. They appear like that randomly. At last I'm free, but so we were in that place. So both of us, okay. 90%. That's bad. or mental health. So we are Samara. Because it was like, who are you, right? Sophie or Samara, always. And we are Samara. At least this is what I saw in there. Female, 22 years old, Samara. And it appears the face of Samara. It's like, it's good, like, the game is good. Like, you understand that the more you advance, you understand that you are stuck in that experiment that they were doing. You understand that. And that's something. Oh, it's like, I still, like, are we Samara or Sophie? Because who was writing those notes was Samara. So I think we are Sophie. I think it's that, because Samara was always saying, right, you see that monster hide in the closet, right? So I think Samara was already in there. I think it was, we were Sophie that were playing. Blender. Blame for the only part that he had Xunity in Jais for so frustrating. I hope Mara follows you outside the screen, yeah. So we are Sophie and Samara was let's say the creature, right? But I think the game is good because like I get the ending of 19% mental health. So what will be in terms of percentage? Because it doesn't say ending X. I think one. So let me only take out the audio now. I think what when they say multiple playthroughs, I don't think it's multiple endings. I think it's trying to get everything correct, right? To get 100% mental health is what I'm thinking. Of course, it's not easy because certain questions you understand how to do it, others you don't understand because you are like, right, like this last one that was about the face. You are like, what is the real face, right? You are like, I don't know, because you are searching and you don't understand, right, the clue, because in the beginning it says all the clues are in the room. And it's the only way is discovering by that. That's why then you have a mirror and that artifact that only give light. But I think the artifact, they should like, one thing is the mirror. They say don't look back because you see that you see a creature behind you, right? That's Samara, and you see it behind you, right? So I think it should that artifact, it should say it gives you light. So like that you'll understand that it's to see on the dark only. But I understand that some people can go for playing easy to see the story only. And I don't know what is the difference between the normal and the hard. I don't know what will be the difference. That's what maybe it's in terms of mental health. Like in easy, you don't lose a lot of mental health, and normal you lose, right? You start at 100% and then you go for 54. Maybe in hard, you lose immediately. Like you make a mistake and you lose. Maybe it's that difference. But overall, it's good because it's all about the puzzles in terms of trying to decipher the puzzle, what is the correct answer, right? At the same time, but at the same time is understanding the story, what's happening. Because the more you advance, you start to understand that nothing of that is real. You don't know who you are, if you are Sophie or Samara, because then you start to understand what happened, right? And then in the end you see that both sisters are in the same place, like in that place that was having issues. But overall, it's a good game. Small, But it's like the developer says small, but it isn't. I will say like if you understand all the questions can be small for you, but I don't think everyone gonna get all answers correct because you're gonna make mistakes and then you start to guess. But yeah, like if you like this type of horror game, psychological horror games, you're gonna enjoy it. You have questions, try to decipher to get 100% mental health, and see if there's something different in the end with 100% mental health. So hope you guys enjoy it, and see you guys next time.